Namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yoshita and I'm a certified yoga teacher. So today's video is about the Shirshasana or the headstand, which is also known as the king of the poses. Do you know why it is known as the king of the poses? Because it helps to stimulate your crown chakra, and crown chakra is a chakra for the enlightenment, for the spirituality and for the knowledge powers as well. It helps to enlighten your soul and also helps to mentally strengthen your soul. It is a very good posture to help a good balance and focus as well, because in the posture you might feel difficulty to balance and focus. So it's a very good mental exercise along with the intellectual practices as well. Apart from this, physically also it is very good to strengthen your core, have a good overall balance and to have a strong legs as well. One thing to be careful about this posture, girls during the periods try to completely avoid this posture, because the blood from the uterus sometimes gets flowing towards the fallopian tubes and doesn't comes out, causing blood clots and also sometimes blockages in the fallopian tubes. So you have to be very careful during the periods and try to avoid this posture. Apart from that, before and after, you can do this practice every day in your healthy life. So let's get started. So for the alignment of the headstand, we have to be very careful that where the body weight is going on the head. Be very careful that it is not coming in your forehead, so you're not going to crunch your neck this way. Otherwise, it is very difficult and can cause you neck sprains very quickly. It is going to give a gentle pressure in your neck or the cervical bone also. To somebody, those who have cervical spondylitis or they have neck injuries or any surgery in the neck, try to completely avoid this posture or it will increase the pain in your neck. Otherwise, a healthy person, they can start the practice along with me. So, the first thing that we see is the distance of the elbows. You're going to hold the elbows from the front like this to the edges. Then you're going to interlock your fingers like this. So the distance between the elbows is not too much out and too much in. It is like this, shoulder width apart. So I'm gonna drop my elbows down, hold the elbows from the edges and then interlock my fingers to the end. Now I'm going to put my crown of the head on the floor. How do you know which is the crown? So for this, you can put your thumb on the nose, put your palm on your head, and the point that coming on your middle finger is the point of your crown. This point should be grounded. Okay, so we have to slowly drop the elbows down, interlock the fingers and then touch the crown of the head on the floor. Make sure that your neck is not crunching this way or any other way. Then we will do this step by step. The first step is to straighten up your knees and slowly walk closer to your body. If you feel too much heaviness, you can just hold there and find the balance between the elbows and the head. And just stay there. For 3, keep trying to lift your heels up. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Now second baby step is bend your right knee and just try to hold this position for 3, 2 and 1. Gently coming back and bending the other knee for 3, 2 and 1, and slowly come back to the seated position. So this was the baby steps how you should be starting your headstand. If you feel too scared that you might be falling forward, you can always do this practice along with the wall. Now the second step is we try to straighten the legs alternatively and try to hold there for few seconds. So again, we drop the elbows down, interlock the fingers, dropping the head down, straightening the knees, walk closer to the body, then straighten your right leg up and stay there for 5. Make sure your core is tight. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now we switch the leg position. So the left leg, it comes up and stay there for 5. Stretch the shoulders also. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Gently release and then come back to your center. Now this was the second baby step to reach towards the headstand. You can always do this posture with the wall or with the front support as well. For the final position, I'm going to show you 2 variations. One with alternate legs going up, second with both legs going up. Whichever you feel comfortable, you can start and practice that way. So the first one is one by one. Drop your head down. Slowly lift your knees up. Walk closer. Lift your one leg up, and once you feel comfortable, try to let the other leg also comes up. Bringing your feet together and just try to hold there, keeping your core tight. Beautiful. Now the second option is we're going to keep both the feet together and slowly both the legs comes together. Once you reach there, keeping your toes pointing, tighten up your core and stretch the shoulders up. And stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back and take a rest. Go to the child pose. Relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back up to the center. Now to relax the neck, we'll do some rotations for 1, 2, and 3. Reverse for 3, 2, and 1. And slowly come back. Inhale and exhale. Now if you feel good and happy, you can practice this 2 or 3 times more again while using a wall or without using a wall, depending on your way of practice. This was the alignments for the headstand and also the step-by-step learning of the headstand. If you like the video, do subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more. Namaste.